guys, I wanted to come on here for a second and talk to you. I'll wait for somebody to get on here. But I've been having some really good calls with some people, and it's made me just realize some things that I want to do differently going into 2022 than I did before. I feel like whenever we were in 2020, when COVID and quarantine and everything happened, we really had to shift our business a certain way, right? A lot of us were really scared and we were fearful about what was going to happen and if our business was going to work. And then all of a sudden, since he just grew so much and our businesses grew so much, we're like, what in the world is happening? Oh my gosh. And then since he's kind of like, okay, you can't use the excuse not to work your business. You can't use the excuse that nobody's buying. You can't use the excuse that nobody is joining, because look at our numbers and look what we have done, right? So then we got in 21 and we're like, okay, well in 2020 we grew and we were all home. So now everybody's starting to go back to work and things are starting to open up. So what is that going to look like? Well, we're supposed to learn from your past. You're supposed to be able to take the present place that you're in, take the lessons you learned from the past to be able to look forward to the future of what it is that you want to do. We learned so many things through 2020, right? And we've learned so many things in 21 that we don't want to do in our business. We do want to do in our business. Things that work, things that don't work, things that are taking our time, things that we are not seeing any fruit from, right? So we have to be able to look at our business, say, you know what, this worked for me, this did not work for me. This is something I want to do, this is something I don't want to do. So that is what I've been doing every single day, is putting something in here in bite-sized pieces for you to be able to run reports, for you to be able to establish a plan for 2022, for you to be able to identify your customers, look and see how many people that you have recruited, look and see what your PRV was, look and see who your top, VIP customers were, so that you can roll into 22 knowing what's going on. Right? I've made a list of everything that's going to be happening in January. We're going to start having our meetings again. But I'm going to tell you something, and I love you, and I want you to hear me, and I want you to hear me loud and clear. Okay? I'm here to help you, but if you're not going to invest in yourself and you're not going to invest in your business, then why should I invest in you? I'm going to have to say it like that, because there's so many people that are like, well, I'm not learning anything anymore, or I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I'm like, well, you know what? I can look at your numbers. I can see what you've done. I can see the stories that you've told yourself. I can see that you're not working your business, and it's so much easier to point the finger at somebody else who's not showing you something when you really need to be pointing the finger at yourself, right? I'm the only person that can work this business for me. I'm the only person that can make my phone calls. I'm the only person that can do follow-up. I'm the only person that can go and find new people to join our team. I'm the only person that can, find new people to be able to give samples to. I'm the only person. Nobody's coming to help me. And if I don't show up, then my business is not going to go up, right? Same thing for you. But if I sat here and said, well, you know what? Nobody ever showed me how to do a bingo party. Nobody ever showed me how to do reports. Nobody ever showed me how to make samples. Nobody ever did this. There is something called YouTube that my kids have found over the last couple of years that they know way more things than I do. They even know probably how to, change a battery and change a tire before I could. They watch things and they learn so many things that are out there. Guess what? It's out there with Scentsy too. You don't know how to do samples? They have YouTube videos. They have Vimeo videos. They have a workstation full of videos that tell you how to do samples. If you want it bad enough, you will find a way to get it done. If you're not reaching out to me or your director, but you feel like they're responsible for your business, that's not how it is. You are responsible for your business. That is why I have been going through all of these steps every single day to be able to say, hey, you know what? Maybe 21 was not your year, but let's make it your year for 22. And this is how we can do it. So I will be working with people who are committed with their business, that want to grow with me, that want to jump on the Scentsy train, because I'm definitely on that train and I'm moving forward and I'm going with Scentsy and I'm going every single month and working my business and doing the things. And I want you guys to jump on the train with me and so that we can all work together. But when somebody is telling me or saying, I am not this because of this, That's where I have to call BS and say, you know what? You can be anything you want to be. Cincy says independent consultant. Exactly. Independent means independent. It doesn't mean you're dependent on anyone. Some of you guys have joined other businesses because maybe Cincy completely lost the fire and the spark that you wanted to get. But then all of a sudden your Cincy business isn't looking as good as it used to. Maybe it's because you're focusing on another area. There are different things that happen in our life where we can look at the peaks and the valleys of our business and say, you know what? When it was low, this is what was going on in my life. When it was high, this is what was going on in my life. You know what? I want my Cincy business to go well like it did in 2016. Well, let's go back to 2016 and look and see what were you doing that you're not doing now. This is not a magical, answer to be able to work your business. There is no magical answer. There is no formula. You know what it is? It's showing up. And when you fall, you get up. And when you fail, you get up, you learn from the mistake, and you keep going. And you are consistent, and you don't give up. And when you have results, you keep going. And whenever you feel like you want to quit, you keep going. That's the answer. The answer is keep going. Keep believing. Keep showing up. And when you show up and when you do those things, that is when you're going to see those results. Because guess what results you're going to see when you stop? You're going to see the results of why your business isn't working. You're going to see the results of no one's buying from you. No one wants to join from you. No one wants to refer you. Why would they want to join someone who isn't working their business? Why would they want to work or buy from someone who isn't following up on them? Why would they want to join or buy from someone who isn't getting them to new things and being passionate about their business? Seriously. If I wanted to join someone, I would want to see someone that has a light about their business, about, oh my gosh, have you guys smelled the new scent for January? It is so good. Even if you have not smelled it, even if you have not put your hands on that warmer, you can still be passionate about it because people are going to be attractive to the things that make them happy. I was talking to someone earlier, and I told them one thing that absolutely helped me change my whole business in the last 2 years has been choosing things that give me joy and not being around toxic people, not doing things that were negative or that gave me anxiety, but to only do the things that gave me joy. In my business, it might have been like maybe I was giving birthday cards out and maybe I forgot to do the birthday cards and I had them all in here and now they're late and I missed a whole month. That didn't bring me joy. What would have brought me joy would have been me actually calling the person and saying, hey, it's your birthday, or sending them a voice text or sending them a funny video. Sometimes we think we have to do things because everybody else is doing them. You don't. You have to do things that make you happy. You have to do things that bring you joy in this business. If you feel like you're not doing well because you don't have fundraisers, maybe fundraiser is not your thing. If you're not doing well with events, maybe events aren't your thing. You find out what brings you joy and you find out what you're strong in, and that is what you're going to concentrate on. If you're like, you know what, I'm killing it at virtual parties, great. That's your thing. And now you can come and teach us about them. And then maybe if you're interested in fundraisers because you feel like you're weak on it, then why don't you go watch some YouTubes on it? Why don't we find people that are experts in the area to be able to help you? Look, I've been horrible at Excel. I hate Excel. But I found someone, Michelle, who was amazing at it and has taught me many things on it that I'm like, why didn't I do this earlier? That's just like your business. When you start sending out just an envelope that takes one stamp of just the cent of the month on it and a pamphlet, or maybe you don't do the cent of the month, maybe you print out your Bring Back My bars and you let them know exactly what it is with a thank you from you, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I got 2 orders on my workstation. I just can't believe it. Where did they come from? Well, I did send out some thank you cards. Well, you did the work. You're starting to see the fruit. It's not going to be instant. When people join things that they want instant money, this is not what that is. This is something that you have to put in the work. You have to work hard, and then all of a sudden, it's going to be like a machine. Someone told me years ago that if you work this business, it's going to act like a machine. You're going to get paid from it. You're going to have returning customers. But in order for that to happen, you have to show up. You're the one. I was telling someone earlier, no one walks in my room and brings my pants to me in the morning and says, hey, put on these pants and get out the door. No one does that for me. I have to get up, put on my pants, my shorts, whatever it is, and I have to leave. No one's doing that. No one's going to come to you and say, hey, you know what? Open up your workstation and look at the news tab today. No one's going to say, hey, you know what? Why don't you get these samples out into people's hand? Why don't you call these people and say, you know what? You know they have a pug dog, that you have a pug warmer that maybe that they would like. No one's going to tell you what to do. You're the one that's got to do it. You can make a plan all day long, but you've got to work that plan. And I think I'm just so passionate about this right now because it is the very end of the year where we can reflect and we can refresh and we can relax and we can just revamp every single thing that we learned from 21 and put it in a package going to 22 with so much power. So much power, so much positivity, so much optimism, so much just, I don't know, just belief, belief and just knowing that there are just so many opportunities and so many people out there that we can touch their life. And we can look at our business this year and go, you know what, it didn't look the way I wanted it to look. But you know what, it's okay. We're not going to judge you. We're not going to say, okay, well, you had a bad business, so next year your business is going to be bad. No, you say, you know what, maybe your business wasn't the way you wanted it to be this year, but next year you are in control. You have the steering wheel. You can do this. And I just really want you guys to just invest in your business, in your time, in your life with positive things and with things that you know will help you with your mindset for going into 22. That is what I want you guys to do. So tomorrow, we're going to do some more. I'm actually going to go live and show some of the things that I've been talking about. And if you are interested in having a strategy session with me, I will work with you. But if you're not going to show up and you're going to come up with excuses, I mean, I have a crazy life too. I have many people in my family. I have many demanding things on me too. I can come up with an excuse in a heartbeat why I can't do something. But when I know the results are going to change someone's life, or I know that the results are going to make someone happy or bring me joy or bring someone else joy, I'm going to show up because I believe in this business. I believe in the products. I believe that we can do what we put our mind to. So if you for 1 second are thinking right now, you're not learning anything, that you just, it's been a year and you just don't have any kind of motivation, or, you haven't gotten anything from anyone to be able to help you. I want you to take this finger right here and hold it up and turn it towards you. And know you are the one who can make 22 amazing. It doesn't go out this way. It doesn't point to anybody except you. You're the one. So if you want to make this happen, I'm here with you. Your directors are here with you. Your leaders are here with you. But you have to show up. Okay? So tomorrow I'll go live. I'll show you some things. I'm going to start making out some random calls to people. I've run reports from the year to see who's in top sales, who's top recruiting, who's our heart-to-heart consultant that people have been just saying that they're just amazing. They have a lot of Cincy spirit. Running all kinds of reports to be able to help you guys. So I just want to let you know that I'm here if you need me, but you have to come to me. You have to invest in your business, and you have to believe that you can do it. Okay? All right. Love you. Bye.